Hello, it's Suzanne from moonsongdesigns.com. Thank you for joining me. Today's project is this lovely little box which I've designed to take the tea sachets, but I forgot to buy them this morning when I was out. I've used fresh fig, which is one of the end colours, and this is the tassel from the Eastern Palace suite, and the paper is also from the Eastern Palace suite, and so is the stamp. Just because I need to put in an order for some designer series paper, and this is the only one I've got. So I've decorated the top, the bottom, the front and the back, and I've left the sides because I like that. Little finger hole for opening, or you can open it with a tassel. And I have to say, putting the tassel on was a bit of a faff, so you will watch me faffing around later. But it's a really simple little box, and it's something that you can have made and you can store flat. So I'll show you how to make it. And for this one, we're going to use Dapper Denim, which is one of the in colours, but has been around since last year. So this piece of cardstock, let's get my scoreboard. This piece of cardstock measures 8 3/8 by 6 3/8 of an inch, or 21.2 centimetres by 16.1, and I will put all the measurements on my blog, moonsongdesigns.com. So on the long side we're going to score at 1 inch, and then we're going to score at 3 3/4 of an inch, which is there, and then 4 3/4 of an inch, and then 7 1/2. And then we're going to turn it round and score at 1/2 inch on the short side, at 1 1/2, at 4 7/8, and at 5 7/8. And that's the scoring done. Let's get rid of that now. I'm actually, I've had to decamp to the bedroom because the cats are all over the desk, which is not terribly helpful. So I'm going to fold and burnish. So I'm kneeling. So if I start moaning and groaning, it's because my knees have gone. It's age. Right. Folding and burnishing all the score lines, and I love this Dapper Denim. I don't know why I don't use it more. It's a nice warm, soft blue. A bit like the Mediterranean, I think. There you go. Now, we need to get rid of, keeping this here, of this square, it's not quite a square, and this rectangle. We are going to get rid of all of this bit. So, like that, and then like that, trying to cut it straight, which I haven't done. Like that, and then we are going to just cut down there, cut off this rectangle here, and then we're going to notch out these. That's better. And we're going to do the same on this side. That. I like boxes like this that you can store flat. Really useful because you can have a whole stock of them of different sizes, and then you can just pull them out and see which one fits what you're going to do. Now I'm going to grab the snips because they're a bit sharper, so I can cut that bit there a bit better. I've lost. Right, so we're going to cut that, and again just notch it out, cutting off that bit like that, and again just notching out. It's warm here today, and in front of the window I've got sweat dripping off my forehead. Sorry, that was more information than you needed, I think. So that isn't quite straight. Oops. So just getting rid of all the bits. Now we need to round these corners, and unfortunately we don't have a corner rounder. It's not helping, is it? Where's my envelope punch board? We don't have a corner rounder anymore, so I'm going to use the envelope punch board like that. But it's great, this punch board, because the stylus that I've used here is also from the board, so it is a perfectly fantastic tool. Right, so the designer series paper, and I'm using this one, which is in the Eastern Palace suite, but I think the spotty bit will look really good on there. So I'm going to use my snail. I must say I really like the patterns in this. I think there's some, I don't think there's one I don't like. So making that central, or trying that one on there. And I think this is a bit more, this one is perhaps quite a feminine box, and this one I think is going to be much more of a masculine box. Like that. And then bits of the top and the bottom. There. And there. I've just spotted something. The punch board didn't quite round that. Now, don't need a snail, we want the fast fuse for this. So I'm going to put a couple of bits of fuse. Hold on a moment. Like that. And then, there you go, you've got your full flat box. Like hopefully. Hang on. I think that's the one that didn't do properly. So I'll bring back the punch board, and I'm just going to pop this back in and just sort of neaten that. And actually, with my snips, I'm just going to, I haven't cut it straight either, which doesn't really doesn't help. There you go. That should now go in. It's always operator error. And then that one will should also go in. So there's your box. Now you need to put your finger hole in. So, opening one side. And for this I'm using the 3/4 inch circle punch. So just open up the box and eyeball it. Oh, that went into an interesting place. So you've got your finger hole. Now you can leave it like that, and it may be that I'm going to want to. So, and I think with this one I'm going to actually, because the only thing, there isn't a really thin ribbon in the in colours like there was with this one. This was a very fine, I think it's something like a 3mm ribbon. And I think also because if this is a more masculine box, you don't necessarily want to have ribbons and bows and such like on it. So, but if I was going to use the tassel, they're here. And I think they're lovely. You get a nice funky gold one, and the Fresh Fig and the Tranquil Tide. So this is the stamp set in case you haven't seen it, and this is the Shall we use, I've prepped this one, Let's Be Friends Forever, but should we do To Think of You Is to Smile? I think we will. Yeah, let's do something different. Let's just pop that in there out of the way. So pop that on my block. And we've got the Dapper Denim ink. Now yesterday I actually I stamped, is that going to go everywhere? I stamped first. No I didn't. Yes I did. I stamped first and then put the framelit round it. Perfect. And the framelits I've used for this are the stitched shape framelits. Stitch shape framelits? Is that what they're called? Stitch shape? Yes, I think they are stitched shape framelits, which I think are lovely. Really, really lovely. So get that out of the way. And that is going to look great on there. Some snail. Oops. Snail with cat hair. So try and stick this in the middle. There you go. Now with this one, I've put it at the bottom of the box. Oops, the bottom of the box, and am I going to do the same with that? And I'm not quite sure whether I should have used a different colour cardstock. What do you think? Yeah, it'll work. It's a bit more snail on the back. And pop it towards the bottom, make sure it's straight. And there's your two boxes. Not quite sure about the white. Oh well. Let me know what you think. Okay, thank you for watching. See you soon. Bye bye.